Watoto, Swahili for Children, Read, is a non-profit organization formed to respond to the crisis of refugees in sub-Saharan Africa. Watoto Read's mission is to resource and advocate for education of children and young adults living in refugee camps in sub-Saharan Africa. We strive to raise awareness for this important cause. Many people don't realize the need for education in refugee camps throughout Africa. Often, relief funds run out after providing for housing, food, and medical needs, and education remains unfunded. Since the violence began in the Darfur region of Sudan, over 1 million people, including large numbers of women and children, became refugees in crowded camps in neighboring Chad. Though the tragic violence in Darfur does not get as much media attention these days, the needs of refugee children has not gone away. When the children of Darfur and their families fled their villages for their lives to Chad, they lost not only their homes, but also their schools. Without education, a whole generation of children will be lost to the future, with little hope of becoming self-sufficient.
Yeah, I know they say ignorance is more expensive than education. But in this case, we don't have ignorance. In this case, we have inability to afford education. Somebody that wants to be educated, but just can't afford education. Education is key to the future. If these kids don't get education, if these young men don't get education, we don't see a future for our countries.
Watoto Read is partnering with JRS, Jesuit Refugee Services, a Catholic-based organization who presently provides administrative oversight within many refugee camps worldwide, including Chad.
When Pope Francis announced that we would be having Holy Year Mercy in 2016, JRS began to reflect on how we might be able to respond to that call. What we really want to be about is education. We are looking at the long-term future of refugees, of people who have been forcibly displaced from their homes. People sometimes spend many years in camps, sometimes they're able to go back home, sometimes they wind up being resettled in countries near and far. What they can always take with them is an education. It's an intangible skill, an intangible asset, which allows them to make a better life and a better contribution wherever they might wind up.
Because I've learned I can help many ways in the community. So I think education is a key to everything that we do in life.
We really believe that education is something which transforms people and communities.
Education is very important, and it is one way through which we are able to enrich our level of understanding and ways of viewing things.
JRS will partner with Watoto Read by providing local coordination and oversight within the Chad camps for building schools, hiring teachers, formulating curriculum, and distributing materials. We are striving to provide safe structures so that children can get out of the elements to learn, close to where they live so that all children can walk to school. Parents are often reluctant to send their children to school if the conditions are unsafe and unsanitary.
Our future is our children. We run from our country for a war, but we need to see a future through our children. And then if they don't get it, it's like we are more lost than ever.